Good morning, colleagues. Good morning, colleagues, and happy Labor Day. A couple days early, here we are on Friday, getting ready for the long Labor Day weekend. I'm so honored to be joined by Council members Hugo Soto Martinez, Kerry Yaroslavsky. Wow, you wouldn't think I would do that, right? And Marquise Harris Dawson. And so let's hear it for the City of Los Angeles and our role in the labor movement. Yeah!
Because right now in Hollywood and across LA, we have video game workers with SAG-AFTRA who are on strike fighting for AI protections and better pay. We have tourism workers and hotel workers here with us today who are fighting hard to upgrade the Los Angeles citywide living wage. We also have about 50,000 fast food workers in Los Angeles who recently won a $20 minimum wage thanks to the state, but they still need more protections that we here in the city can make sure that they have.
Thank you, Councilman. Next, we'll hear from Katie Yaroslavsky. Got it right that time.
Good morning, everyone. Because LA labor has never been afraid to come down here to the people's house and demand that our government serves the working people of the city of LA. That's why we're here. That's why we show up every day. Like so many of us, I grew up in a union home. My dad was a union steward at Kaiser for over 30 years. My mom was a founding member of UTLA. She walked the picket lines, the first picket lines to establish that union. And they taught me that a job isn't just about clocking in and out for a paycheck. It's about having dignity in your work. It's about having each other's backs. It's about fairness. It wouldn't be right to celebrate Labor Day without talking about the reality we all face in Los Angeles as Angelenos today. We're in a moment where the cost of living continues to rise, where housing is way too expensive, and where more and more people have to rely on side gigs just to make ends meet. It's tough right now, and a lot of people are struggling.
But I'd like to take a moment for us to remember that those who've died for labor, that have given us the path to continue this fight. So don't ever forget those that were before us, and may we keep fighting for the future ahead of us.
On this Labor Day, we, the members of the Animation Guild, IATSE Local 839, ask all Angelenos to stand in solidarity with us. Stand with animation. Support us as we fight to keep good union jobs in Los Angeles as we continue our negotiations with the major studios so that animation workers can continue to create the animated shows and films that we all love and enjoy. That's right. Thank you.
Good morning, House of Labor. This is just an exciting time to celebrate and be with you. Thank you to my council colleagues and Madam President for being here as well. You know, Labor Day is an important day to celebrate, but we should be celebrating Labor Day every day, don't you think? Every day. I mean, you know, nothing has impacted the private sector, public sector more than organized labor, and has helped to really raise the cost, the standard of living for folks, especially black and brown folks like those I represent in District 9. So we just want to say thank you again. This is a great day to celebrate, a day to remember, though, that we still have a lot of work to do. And as we work to make sure that everyone is receiving the kinds of benefits and wages that are fair for what they're doing, to making sure that the public gets these kinds of services that they so richly deserve. So again, thank you for doing what you do. Keep up the good work. Happy Labor Day.
And I think it's not just the state. Just last week I was in Chicago for the Democratic Convention. One thing I think everyone who was there noticed, labor was in the House. Labor was in the House. You're in the House here, you're in the House there.
And I think, you know, yes, it's Labor Day. I was like, okay, 4-day weekend for my kids. How am I going to get babysitting?
Thank you for the very concept of a weekend. Thank you for the 8-hour day. Thank you for ensuring that there are wages in this country that can lift people out of poverty instead of putting them into poverty. Thank you for ensuring that our workplaces have conditions that are safe and productive for our workforce. Thank you for preserving the dwindling middle class in this country and ensuring that we continue to be able to enjoy the benefits that the middle class provides. And thank you for ensuring that we continue to protect the American dream of opportunity for everyone in this country. That's because of the labor movement, and so we're grateful to all of you for that. So thank you very much.
You are the backbone of the city of LA. The backbone. We're the 5th largest economy, 5th largest GDP on planet Earth. That means our economy is larger than that of France, of the United Kingdom, of India, Brazil, Italy, even Germany. And that is because of working men and women of California.
Okay, Mr. Spindler, be quiet. This meeting is in session. Be quiet and don't disrupt the work of the council. That's your only warning that I'm going to give you. The same goes for Mr. Herman, who also could be heard during the presentation. So both of you, be quiet or you'll be removed. Okay, Spindler, I'm going to tell you again, be quiet. I don't want to hear your voice while we're meeting. Okay, we'll go next to item number 4. Thank you very much. Members, a few years ago, a few blocks from my house, a sinkhole opened up. 2 cars drove into that sinkhole. One person had to be hospitalized for their severe injuries, and the other person was fortunately saved from those injuries. And that was because a sewer line broke and caved out the dirt underneath the street until it gave way. In our public infrastructure, we have water mains that were installed when William Mulholland was the general manager of the Department of Water and Power. They're well over 100 years old. And it is the same with our sewer infrastructure. So there is never a good time to vote for an increase on any fees. There's never a time when that's comfortable to do. But I want you also to think, as we cast this vote, about the impacts over the long term of our infrastructure when we're not properly maintaining it, not properly investing in it, and not building the kind of public infrastructure that a world-class city should have. So with that, I'd ask for your aye vote on this matter. You do not need to speak in the order that I call you. Stacy Segar Bollinger, Lucy Gonzalez, Julian Alexander Macara, Harriet Elliott. I haven't called your name.
Which items did you want to speak on, Speaker?
I would like to speak on 5, 8, 20, and
Okay.
the general public comment. Continue on number 20.
So let me make sure that I'm clear, because you often sign up with fake names. So when you signed up under Monique Shaniqua, that is not going to be a name that I'm going to call again, right? Because that's you as well, right?
My name is Lucy Gonzalez. I already told you, and then I'm not going to repeat myself again. My name
Start
is
his
Lucy Gonzalez for today. Start with number 5. Señora intérprete, por su seguridad, por favor, quítese los audífonos.
Pause a moment, please, so that our translator can translate your Spanish for you.
He's just telling me to take off my headphones because he's gonna scream.
Okay, you can start his time over again.
依然记得从你口中说出再见，坚决如铁。昏暗中有种烈日灼身的错觉，黄昏的地平线画出一句离别，爱情进入永夜。依然记得从你眼中滑落的泪，伤心欲绝，混乱中有种热泪潮上的错觉，黄昏的地平线割断幸福喜悦，相爱已经幻灭。Second item, I will be moving on to item number 8. 痴情的男人像海洋，爱在风暴里逞强，苦海是风平浪静的模样，卷起了依恋那么长，护手目送你起航，到你觉得我给不了的天堂。温柔的男人像海洋，爱在关键时隐藏，而心酸回忆都敞开胸膛，做远远看护的月光，不做阻挡你的墙，我的爱是折下自己的翅膀。狠心的男人像海洋，爱在关键时隐藏，苦海是风平浪静的模样，卷起了依恋那么长，挥手目送你起航，到你觉得我给不了的天堂。温柔的男人像海洋，爱在关键时隐藏，而心酸回忆都敞开胸膛。So now I will be moving on to item number 20. 都是你的错，轻易爱上我，让我不知不觉满足被爱的虚荣。都是你的错，你对人的宠是一种诱惑。都是你的错，在你的眼中总是藏着让人又爱又怜的朦胧。都是你的错，你的痴情梦像一个魔咒，被你爱过还能为谁蠢动？我承认都是月亮惹的祸，那样的夜色太美，你太温柔，才会在刹那之间只想和你一起到白头。
Okay, you can go to general
我
public
承认
comment.
都是誓言惹的祸，偏偏似糖如蜜，说来最动人，再怎么心如钢铁也成绕指柔。都是你的错，轻易爱上我，让我不知不觉满足被爱的虚荣。都是你的错，你对人的宠是一种诱惑，被你爱过还能为谁蠢动？我承认都是月亮惹的祸，那样的夜色太美，你太温柔，才会在刹那之间只想和你一起到白头。我承认都是誓言惹的祸，偏偏似糖如蜜，说来最动人，再怎么心如钢铁也成绕指柔。
Thank you, Speaker. And by the way, I'd like to remind you that, and everybody else, signing up under multiple aliases in the same meeting is inherently disruptive because it requires the presiding officer to figure out who's who and what names are duplicates. So everybody is instructed, you can sign up with one alias during a meeting, no more. Next speaker. And could you please...
Harry Elliott, District 10, and only public comment.
Okay, thanks. And if you move the mic down a little bit, we'll hear you better. Thank you.
The one who just spoke, it's about him. He believes there's discrimination against shrimp. And as for the life of me, I haven't figured it out, but I have to take him seriously. We all need to be free. Okay? In my own case, I don't know if he believes me. You might wonder why I'm pursuing leads about LA Valley College and the people there. I found out yesterday that I was given an A in Spanish 5 from my teacher Rivera, Dr. Rivera. And you know what? That makes him into the criterion for those who died. I actually went and looked for Dr. Rivera. By the way, a man in my apartment, Mr. Rivera, actually is a danger to my life. He worked on the side of the El Salvador. He worked for Cristiani.
Thank you, Ms. Elliott.
Thank you kindly. My name is Julian Alexander Macara. Per points available, I would like to speak regarding points 8 and 21 and general comment, please.
Okay, so you have 2 minutes for those two items. Please begin with that, and then you'll have a minute for general. Please begin.
Thank you kindly. Happy Friday initially, honorable team. I'm Julian Alexander Macara, founder and CEO of A Dream Foundation. The snacks look well. Soliciting you all today just to follow up on the meeting or the meeting points that I had from the previous public comment as relative to the point. I selected other points, but relative to point 8 and point 21, we're utilizing previous contracts and injecting additional funds for services that aren't unfortunately being provided. The point that we made, I'm not going to say your name correctly, but Council District 4, regarding creating the public spaces at the schools is very much relative to the value program that has been submitted to the county clerk, the city attorney, and all 15 council members, actually. And following up, I also sent it to the mayor. So that initially began, and I can begin my public comment now, sir?
Please go ahead.
Did you say general public? Yes, go right ahead.
7:15 was the beginning of my communication with the mayor's scheduling team, of which on 7:25 she advised me to complete, and/or the scheduling team advised me to complete the application to be a vendor. I have yet to receive the fax number to submit my W-9 to solicit any prospective contract, as the only available platform on the portal is a W-8 BEN, which is a foreign entity, which is very confusing. I've contacted 311 and our systems. Extending from that, on 8/16, that email was sent to all 15 members, and again, on 8/30, on 8/27, I sent a follow-up email to Kevin De Leon, who keeps sending me notes when I'm done here. Ben called me yesterday from the Cultural Affairs Department, but does not follow up an email. This is really confusing. The protocol you're not following.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Caleb Mason. I think it would be general public comment. I'm the attorney on number 32. My client is Joel Cinema.
Okay.
He is a 28-year veteran of the LAPD. It is my privilege to practice in this city and to represent members of the LAPD who are proud union members who give their lives in service to the city, as my client did. I am concerned that the council was not presented with accurate information in the Budget Committee meeting on Wednesday, which caused the strange and unprecedented rejection of this settlement agreement. I heard the matter described by the clerk as the plaintiff's settlement proposal. That's not accurate. This is a signed settlement agreement. My client relied in good faith on the word of Scott Marcus, the Civil Division Chief, and Annette Freeman, the supervisor in the City Attorney's Office. We vacated our trial date 2 weeks before trial in reliance on their word after 3.5 years of waiting. My client has stage 4 metastatic cancer. He might not get another trial date. This is Lucy and the football. I don't think it's the right way to treat union members who gave their entire lives to the city. I ask that you re-agendize it and take it up again.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm sorry, whoever is shouting out in the back of the chambers, you cannot disrupt other public speakers. You cannot disrupt this meeting, or you will be removed. Now, I've already given multiple warnings, so sergeants, any further disruption, we're going to have to address. Next speaker.
Mr. Herman, which items would you like to speak on? Give me a minute. No, please, it's your turn.
No, your time is starting now.
So start my time. It's a pattern in practice that you all discriminate against me and other individuals.
Okay, so general public comment then?
I'm on item number 1, sir. And that has
Item
to do
number
with
1
the
is not
taxes.
open for public comment. It's been continued.
Well, why? Okay, then let's go into 21, sir. Is it continued?
Which item?
21. Is it discontinued?
Please
it's
go
up
ahead.
on the board. Yeah, let's do 21. Retard. Communication by Alex Johnson, the Ethics Commission. Does he have any teen or kiddie porn? No. So the President pro tempore, Alex Johnson, of the City Ethics Commission, his job is ending 2029, so we need to recuperate some other asshole to fill in that shoe. We'll get number 32. Can I go to 23 too?
No. So let's send you to general at this point, because you've got...
Well, you white motherfucker, how dare you insult saying that again and again, you're being disruptive. I will put as many fucking names, and as many fucking acronyms, as many fucking numbers, as many fucking times on a kiosk, because till you take me to court and tell the judge why I put myself as Rabbi Cunt, then you can explain to the judge why. Stop taking away my First Amendment right. Stop attacking the constitutional right of the citizens here just because you find it disruptive. The one lady had a little mental health problem. It's no big fucking deal, asshole. That's the reason why I call you an asshole, because you look like an asshole, you smell like an asshole, and you treat people like an asshole. So for the record, 42 U.S.C. 1983, fuck you. Thank you. Bunya.
Okay, your time has expired. Sit down and be quiet. And brief response, I will make the determination of what's disruptive of this meeting. A judge will not. If you have a problem with that, go ahead and file your lawsuit. In the meantime, I will kick you out every time you disrupt this meeting.
Mr. Spindler.
Spindler.
Which items did you want to sign up for?
Yes, asshole. All the other fucking items and general comment.
So you have 3 minutes for items 5, 8, 20, and 21, followed by a minute of general. Please begin.
So you got to go to 5. Oh, 5A? Okay, I didn't know that. Let's see, number 5 here. It's the city succession planning. Yes. Succeeding to whom? Yes, and for the record, that's how you say it, Unisys. Proper grammar is very important. Number, audits and hiring the city's succession. For the personnel department with too many DEI hires fucking everything up in this city left and right and center. So I think the succession plan should be to hire actually qualified applicants for the job, irrespective of their race, irrespective of their nationality, and whether they suck a cock or not. They should be able to apply equally for these fucking jobs and succeed to do the things that you need to do. And then we get to that no good bastard, the Home Depot buckethead at number 20. That large head wants to do a $4 million compensation increase to recycle shit? Holy fucking shit. Doesn't this council know, none of them paying attention, which is good, note that FBI agents, that they have just given a state grant for recycling from the fucking governor's office. So literally there's going to be 84 grants given for recycling. Oh, hold on. This lady wants to comment. Hold on. Audience there. Yes. And again, see, Heather, you see, when you disrupt and you're white, you get one warning for the record. So now
okay, do you want to go to general public comment or speak to the agenda?
Yes, sir, yes. And then 21.
General public comment, then.
No, I said 21, dum-dum. So now, Alex Johnson to the City Ethics Commission. Let's see here. Where's Mr. Park? Yes, where is that John Lee? He's there. Oh, okay, so I'm understanding this correctly, Mr. City Attorney. John Lee, who's facing ethics charges, is going to vote on item number 21. And that's not a conflict. I just want to understand that. So we'll add that to Mr. Probble's bar complaint. Yes, as you see, what a dumb asshole. How the fuck can you vote for somebody that's going to be judging your trial? How about that, Bob? I mean, I can understand John Lee. I mean, he's got nothing to lose. It's either 20 years in federal prison or play the game with the feds. I get it. He's doing the Fed dance. Do the Fed dance. You know, I get that. But the rest of you criminals, especially Current Price, doesn't want to vote on that item. I say vote fuck no. And now we get to the general comment. Yes, here he is. The man who should have a cooperation agreement with the feds and will not pay his fine. But today, we dedicate this meeting to Jose Luis Huizar, who will be going up to Lompoc for the next 13 fucking years for stealing inside this room. Let's give him a hand. Beautiful. May I go, Papa? Yes, Mr. Huizar, born in a handbag in Guanajuato, Mexico, 1969. Came to this country, a poor man, illegally crossing the border as a child. Falling for citizenship, going to Berkeley, going to UCLA to learn to steal millions of dollars from the Chinese government. Amen. And may I say to everybody, I hope you one day can steal like these people and not get caught. And by the way, fuck you, Bucket.
All right, your time's expired. Sit down or be quiet. Next speaker.
Yes, I'd like to speak on general public comment. This is Estella with Gadfly Herald. Thank you.
Okay, please go ahead. You have a minute.
Regarding the policy titled Proof of Full Vaccination with a COVID Vaccine Required to Enter Certain Public Locations, a sunset is not enough. We the people demand redress to the grievances caused by these unconstitutional and illegal ordinances. There was a presentation for Labor Day in celebration of LA workers' rights. Yet there are still discriminatory COVID vaccine-proof policies on the books today. How many Los Angeles workers were fired due to these unconstitutional modern segregation policies? We the people will not forget being turned away from the city hall due to these discriminatory policies. We the people will not forget being told we were not allowed to go to school or work due to these discriminatory policies. Thank you. God bless you. God bless America.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Yes, my name is Jason, and I'm a smoke and scan viewer.
Hi. So would you like to speak on one of the items or general public comment?
What items are available there? Timu, Pumpkinhead.
The items are items 5, 8, 20, and 21.
Cool. Let me get all available items and general public comment.
So you have 3 minutes for the items, followed by a minute for general. Please begin.
Oh, that's actually mighty wide of you, sir. So the other day I was down on Figueroa with this chick, and she was showing me how her stepdad used to tickle her from inside. And I was trying to understand, how I told her, love comes in many different forms. I'm pretty sure that's not one
So
of
you
them
need
there.
to bring it to the agenda because what's going
sir.
on down on Figueroa is not on our agenda today. So you can speak to an agenda item or you can go to general public comment.
All right. Well, Pumpkinhead usually let me speak there. Is it because we got this other white dude up
Okay,
there?
so general public comment, 1 minute, please.
Well, thank you there, brother. Anyway, I want to say shout out to the smoke scan community. As I was saying, the other day I was down on Figueroa as usual, and, I was talking to this chick, and she was telling me how, even, her mother, when her mother left for work and she didn't cook, her father still got to eat, if you know what I mean there. And I'm trying to understand, what's up with this chick, because like I was saying, love comes in different form, but spreading your baby batter around to some of your other people close around you is not necessarily the best thing there, because it gets pretty ugly out there. So maybe we should put up some fathead poster down on there for that, get something done about that. And also, I'd like to say what's up to the smoke can community as usual there, and a special happy birthday to a special member of the smoke can community, Miss Catherine. Her birthday is tomorrow, or the first one of them there. Either way, happy birthday, baby cakes there. And Damon, you're doing a good job, and y'all have a good one.
Next caller, please.
Yes, my name is Jason, and I'm a smoke and scan viewer.
Hi. So would you like to speak on one of the items or general public comment?
What items are available there, Timu, Pumpkinhead?
The items are items 5, 8, 20, and 21.
Cool. Let me get all available items and general public comment.
So you have 3 minutes for the items, followed by a minute for general. Please begin.
Oh, that's actually mighty wide of you, sir. So the other day I was down on Figueroa with this chick, and she was showing me how her stepdad used to tickle her from inside. And I was trying to understand, how I told her, love comes in many different forms. I'm pretty sure that's not one
So
of
you
them
need
there.
to bring it to the agenda because what's going
sir.
on down on Figueroa is not on our agenda today. So you can speak to an agenda item or you can go to general public comment.
All right. Well, Pumpkinhead usually let me speak there. Is it because we got this other white dude up
Okay,
there?
general public comment, 1 minute, please.
Well, thank you there, brother. Anyway, I want to say shout out to the smoke scan community. As I was saying, the other day I was down on Figueroa as usual, and I was talking to this chick, and she was telling me how even her mother when her mother left for work and she didn't cook, her father still got to eat, if you know what I mean there. And I'm trying to understand, what's up with this chick, because like I was saying, love comes in different form, but spreading your baby batter around to some of your other people close around you is not necessarily the best thing there, because it gets pretty ugly out there. So maybe we should put up some fathead posters down on there for that, get something done about that. And also, I'd like to say what's up to the Smoke Can community as usual there, and a special happy birthday to a special member of the Smokers Can community, Miss Catherine. Her birthday is tomorrow, or the first one of them there. Either way, happy birthday, baby cakes there. And Damon, you're doing a good job, and y'all have a good one.
Next caller, please.
The 5 is related to the city's succession planning, kind of the retirement payments and such. I hope that the city can maybe eliminate paying employees their retirement payments while they're still employed with the city. The city's employees retire and then they come back and they get their city retirement employment benefits while also getting their salary. Kind of like the former police chief Michael Moore got. He was getting his retirement payments while getting his lavish chief of police salary. So that's kind of bad. We have item 8 that's related to the supplemental police account expenditure plan. That's not good. They're spending too much money. They're getting too much money. You need to defund and abolish the police. Now let's move on to item number 21. That is Alex Johnson, Marquise Harris Dawson's nomination, reappointment to the Ethics Commission. I don't think he's done a horrible job, although he comes from Bryson Gillette, a campaign, campaign firm with a notorious amount of, losses. Like all their candidates lose. So, but I mean, it's kind of Alex Johnson seems like kind of a weak choice for the Ethics Commission. You should pick someone who's better at ethics and such. Kenneth Mejia nominated Jamie York, and you didn't like her because she holds you accountable. So y'all voted against her in a really unethical way. So you should point people who are really good on ethics and that kind of stuff to the commission. All right, let's go to general public comments.
Okay, please begin.
So I was wondering why the city keeps trying to prevent journalist Lexus Oliver Ray from documenting encampment sweeps. Why the city keeps, LAPD keeps trying to prevent him from documenting those encampment sweeps, as this is, and he has a right to document them as a member of the press, but the city keeps trying to illegally prevent him from documenting those sweeps. The city loves trying to prevent people documenting or seeing what goes on with LAPD violating people's rights and such. You know how when the LAPD removes people from meetings, you now change the camera feed so that people can't actually see the LAPD officers removing people from the meetings. That should be on camera. The public should be able to see what they're doing. Kevin De Leon needs to resign. Paul, stop gleefully, welcoming him on the council. You're being so gleeful when you talk about him. It's so you just love him.
Next
And
caller, please.
Thank
you. Your time's expired. Next caller, please.
This is Richard Serrano, Smoke and Scan. Thank you for the support. All items in public comment. I'm going to start with 5.
Please go ahead.
And going on to 8, 20, and 21. So with that being said, when you got people double dipping, coming back and making more for less time served, this is why the city council is in the position it is. You can shake your head, but you don't do the work. To the attorney, these people come back and they double dip. You only have to be there 13 days out of the month to get their salary. But since you don't figure that out because you're sitting on a desk, we go back to the same thing with Emilio Padilla. Don't ever put yourself on the workforce. Ever. You've never picked up the trash like a sanitation worker because you represented a union. 8, LAPD. Mission Division has 3 people that are going to be indicted.
Speaker, could you move on to the next item, please?
I just said 8.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, don't be sorry. You are sorry.
No, speak to the item. Don't argue with the city attorney.
Well, don't respond to me. Don't rebuttal.
You're going to go to general public
City,
comment
number
if you
8.
don't speak to the item right now.
No, number 8. LAPD Mission Division, 3 officers going to be indicted for criminal charges, again, pending against LAPD for stealing from the people they were arresting. That's why we have no response in the Valley. I know Studio City and Encino, Mr. Paul Krikorian, might be exempt to that kind of stuff. But here we go, Rampart Division all over again. You understand why I'm upset? I got a city councilman about to turn himself in for 13 years because you guys don't know how to act. And you guys get upset to me because I bring it to light. Ms. Hernandez, I talked to Norm from Langard's Deli.
So could you move on to one of the other items now, Speaker?
No, we can go to, okay, let's go to 2021.
Go ahead.
My point being, you know what, public comment. Ms. Hernandez, please listen in. If you do a farmer's market on Wilshire Boulevard, instead of putting a pitch, a soccer field, in the middle of MacArthur Park.
Okay, so let's go to
Norm and
general.
Langers
This is
might
obviously
be
general public comment.
Declines. I just said public comment, Jam. How many times do you have to interrupt the public?
I'm sorry, Speaker. Please continue. We'll give you a minute on the clock.
Okay. Again, Norm from Langards might be inclined to stay open if Ms. Hernandez decides to take the vendors off the sidewalks and make it like what the white people call a farmer's market or the Latinos call a swap meet. Get all those vendors off the street onto Wilshire Boulevard that she's about to close up anyway. She wants to put a soccer field out there, a pitch. I already talked to him direct. It's not an idealism. It's something that can help the community. I gain nothing. I live in the Valley, not in LA. But like Emilda Padilla, like she asked me, why am I concerned? Because my borders don't stop at the 6. It's the city of LA I care about. Smoke and Scan, again, thank you for all the support. And again, man, Candido, Big Güero, thank you guys, man.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Your time's expired. Next caller, please.
Thank you. And I can't really see from here, but it looks like we might be shy of quorum, but I'm not there in person. So
Go ahead and
everybody there
speak
in
to the
chambers,
agenda
take
item.
account. Sure. So for item number 21, Commissioner Johnson, last year he was up for appointment, and most of my concerns, almost all of them, were with this council and the politicization of appointments to the Ethics Commission, the inconsistent treatment of appointees. But there was some mild concern about the optics of being with Bryce and Gillette, but people should know that not long after he was appointed to the Ethics Commission, he left that firm. And as a commissioner, has genuinely done a great job in getting up to speed, being very present, vigilant, and participating in meetings. They've had a ton of enforcement actions, including the one with Les Moonves, and that was LAPD's Corey Palka that was misusing his position, as our corrupt LAPD often does. And they fought to make sure we got a full fine there. Now, I think Fabio might have sued me to my general public comment. Is that correct?
Yes, you're in general.
So item 28, that's regarding Melly Corrado. Your LAPD lit up a Trader Joe's, a crowded one. I used to go there a lot, and they would, any time of the day, they would have like 10 or 12 registers filled with people. an innocent manager at work doing labor, as you all want to talk about, was killed because they were just flagrantly firing into a store filled with the public because they don't give a shit about the public. And as much pain as they put that family through, they went through 6 years of torture.
Thank you
because
very
of our
much. Your
elected
time has
officials, our city
expired.
attorney,
Thank you. Your time has expired. That will close public comment.